Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, marketing and social media strategists, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
Yes, for that growth, prosperity, and success. And every Wednesday at 12 noon, we are right here at Talk Network Radio to share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so that you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
Yes, and we are going to have a very fun show today because we've got an awesome guest expert, very good friend of ours, Ms. Nancy Matthews, and we're going to be doing an official introduction of Nancy and bring her on here in just a few moments. But we want to make sure everyone knows they can connect with us on Facebook at So Social Radio Show. There is a pinned post there on the So Social Radio Show with a lovely picture of our guest, Nancy Matthews. So if you have any questions at all during the show, please do just post those questions right on the thread of conversation there, and we'll be sure to get to those questions here while we have our attention and we have your attention, listeners, as well. But we want you, while you're there, make sure you give us a like. Let us know what topics you also would like to hear and have a conversation on. We're all about education and, of course, want to bring you what you want to hear.
Fantastic. Let's go down and talk about our sponsors, because
Alrighty.
without them, we wouldn't be here. We have the AVET Project, which is American Veteran Empowerment Team, and they help and support our vets in so many ways and would very much appreciate any donations, monetary or clothing or whatever, and really, they do a great job. So it's at avetproject.org, and that's avetproject.org. And you can also listen to them on American Warrior Radio every Saturday at 11 a.m. on the AM dial, not the internet, AM 1060 WMEL.
Also, we want to thank Constant Contact, one of our partners. We have just been honored to be a partner with them, and they're an award-winning company empowering small businesses and nonprofits to grow and succeed through email marketing. You can be a marketer with their one toolkit, one login. So to get started growing your marketing list, just give me, Cheri, a call at 321-446-2156, and I'll help you make sure that you have an awesome holiday season by collecting those emails of those awesome clients that you want to continue to grow with.
Hey, emails drive the world on that. And Everything Brevard, which is a Brevard County, Florida community newspaper in a web format. Keep up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard County, Florida, and get your business listed on everythingbrevard.com.
And if you would like to learn how you too can be a social radio show advertiser or spotlight sponsor, please visit socialradioshow.com and fill out the form, and we'll get in touch with you. We'd love to showcase your expertise here on the So Social Radio Show as well and help educate our listeners with your talents and what you do and how you serve them. So let's do this official introduction, Nancy.
All right.
Get our
I'm excited about today, guys. Hang in there, guys. This is going to be good.
I know, and we want to get our conversation flowing here with Nancy. Nancy Matthews is an international speaker, global leader, author, business advisor, and talk show host. She combines her 25-plus years of business savvy and creativity with an intuitive understanding of people to deliver engaging and entertaining content that provides a practical solutions to today's life and business challenges. Whether she's delivering keynote presentations to large audiences, facilitating workshops, or in her exclusive one-on-one coaching programs, Nancy serves as a catalyst, causing her clients to move forward at an accelerated pace and produce their desired results. She is known as the visionary with guts for her willingness to blaze through challenges and obstacles and to turn adversity into advantage, and she empowers and equips others to do the same. So, Nancy, welcome to the So Social Radio Show, and we thank you for being with us here today.
It is my pleasure, my favorite people to talk with, so thank you for having me here today, and I so value our continued connection and relationship, and I'm excited about being here with you today on your show and bringing some value to your audience and having fun.
That's what it's all about, is having fun,
Yeah.
but as well as serving. I mean, you are, you've always inspired me in how you serve others, and I really do look up to you and your team, your sisters and your team there, and how I can, serve as you do with my clients. So thank you for
and you do
that.
it beautifully.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. In fact, Nancy, I was trying to think how far back we've known each other. I think 2010, I was actually at an event, and Mr. Bob Berg event. Mm-hmm. And I remember I had actually had a phone conversation with you because I had just been to one of your very first Women's Prosperity Network meetings here in our Brevard County area. And I had, he mentioned your name in the presentation. So I went up to him afterwards and told him that I had the pleasure of meeting you. And of course, he told me to give you a hi and say hello.
And you did.
When I saw you. So I remember when we first met, you asked me if I had a message for you, because Bob had said to give that, say hi to you. So it's so cool just to know how personal and genuine that you are and the people that you surround yourself are as well. So, and gosh, the rest is history. I've just been I've loved being a part of your Women's Prosperity Network and bringing others into the organization as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, we value having you, and I remember that moment. It was so much fun. And you know what? Isn't it interesting how you manage to connect with people that you're supposed to connect with, that the people who think success-minded, positive-minded, results-oriented, we tend to gravitate towards each other, and the common people in the community. It's like we all become one in a certain way.
That is a very true statement, in fact, and I know that that's where we're going to be leading our conversation today because, well, I mean, you are the one for so many people, and you've taught others how to be the one as well. And the topic of our conversation today on the Prosperity Accelerator, the secrets to purpose and profits, I know is going to lead into some really amazing conversation points here, and our listeners I tell you, just go out and get a pen, get some paper, because it's going to be, there's so much information. Trust
me.
A
recorder would be better.
What's great about that is this radio show today will actually be on Spreaker and iHeartRadio here before the end of the day, so they can always go back and listen as well. So that'll be cool.
Good. Well, and if I could, we're in a political climate right now where there's a lot of division and separateness occurring. Mm-hmm. And I want to invite everybody, regardless of your political views, let's, particularly for the sake of business, for our lives and our relationships, let's remember that we are all people. We are all the same, and we all have value. So be mindful not to get too caught up in the, disruptive, erosive conversation. Yes, we want to state our opinion and make our votes, and I'm all about that. But when it comes down to business, when it comes down to relationships, we really are all the same, and we've got to find that place to value each other and find the goodness in other people.
Very powerful statement, and absolutely, totally, 100% agree with that, because, come November 9th, the day after the election, all this will be gone. And most of us will have forgotten it, within 2 weeks, other than, we got an inauguration to go to on that thing. But now it's back to business. And where we're at for ourselves is, how are we going to close out 2016? We're in that last quarter. And, we're about halfway through the month of October, so it's getting down from there. So when you look at that, and going back to your one philosophy, there's always that shining light, that bright star, that one that has just the right word for us. And it's not always the yes, or we're going to sign up and buy your ticket, or click on your buy now button or whatever, but it's going beyond that and really building and nurturing that relationship you mentioned earlier.
Exactly. And and on every level. So let me kind of do an umbrella about the one philosophy, if I could.
Definitely.
And then we'll drill down to some specifics on, as it relates to business, getting customers, and enjoying the process. So the one philosophy, in its essence, is about recognizing that each and every person has value and showing up, whether you are at a networking event, a business conference, the supermarket, a restaurant, the gas station, wherever you are. It's about pausing long enough to recognize the people that are in your sphere at that moment, in your presence, and being the one for them. Not having them be the one. It's about you standing up and being the one in every moment in your life. So what does that look like? It's about listening and actually focusing on what they're sharing with you instead of just practicing what you're about to say, or looking over somebody's shoulder for the next best thing, or the person who's coming through the door. It's about being fully present with each individual that you get the privilege of spending time with, to kind of, find their gems and listen for it, remembering the inherent value inside of every human being. And when you show up this way as the one who really cares about another human being at this level, in our very hectic, fast-paced society, you're not looking at your phone, you're not multitasking, you're with the person you're with. When you show up that way as the one who honors, respects, and values them simply for them being in that moment with you, life changes at an accelerated pace, because your relationship can actually be cultivated and nurtured because you're not splitting your attention away from them and to other things.
I know the key point you said there was really listening and being fully present, because with today's technology, so you see so many individuals that have their heads down and they're focused on their phones, even if they're in a group at a table. I see that.
I know.
Yeah.
I do my best never to do that. Occasionally, I will do that, and I apologize to my guests when something comes up that I need to take, because whoever you're with, that's the most important person at the time. And the thing about this is, let me kind of make this a conversation, because when you're showing up and you're doing a presentation or you're meeting somebody at a networking event that you'd like to become a customer of yours or a client of yours, when you look at them through the lens of wanting to sell them, they can tell that's what your objective and your agenda is. When you look at them through the lens of simply wanting to be the one for them, to make an impact, to make a difference, and add value to their lives, it's a big difference. It's a subtle shift that creates a big difference, which puts more profits into your bank account. Because as our friend John Maxwell says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Exactly. Well, and I know that, it's such an impactful little message about being the one for someone and not knowing who you're going to be that one for. It's treating everyone, even if you don't know someone and you're in their presence, how do you know if that you're the one for them? I mean, what are some things that people should really pay attention to when they are meeting people or in their group or networking? Is there something, a trigger that they should look for?
Excuse me. So, yes, they should, and there's a step before that, and it's preparing yourself to show up and be the one. And this ties into a way for you to sustain your own passion and commitment in the face of circumstances which may be causing stress. Like, got to pay your bills, you don't have enough time, blah, 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 which, everybody runs into here and there. So before going out to look for the one, you've got to be really clear on what your purpose and your mission is.